sides. It'll be Maddie Schumacher and Musselman to jump center. Rochester will go to our left, obviously. Judson to our right. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. 15th game of the regular season about to get underway here for the Rochester Lady Zebras.
Rochester also number 2 in the state with their defensive average.
Yeah, right on.
Only allowing 30 points a game.
Tip is up, and Judson controls the tip to Cox. Cox at the top of the three-point line. To Frazier, quickly left side to Korniak. Drives the left baseline, cut off by the defense. Out top to Frazier, top of the key. Inside the arc, long jumpers off the back of the rim, no good. Musselman skies for the board and grabs it. Hands off to Moe. Rochester runs to our left. Moe through the center circle for Rochester. Works to the right wing to Malco. Becky top of the key to Larkin. Drives the left elbow, kicks it out to Holland, top of the key. X back to Larkin on the left wing. Judson in a man-to-man defense. Works top of the key to Malco at the volleyball line. Works right wing now, looking for Musselman down the blocks. Good defense down there by Cox. Now to Larkin. Jumper in the lane is on the way and no good, but a foul coming on North Judson, and that's going to send senior Allie Larkin to the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Zebras.
Foul on Madeline Schumacher, her first team first. Not very often have we seen a team start a game in a man-to-man defense.
Yep.
Most time it's the 2-3 or 1-3-1.
Allie Larkin's first one is good. She'll have one more. 1-0 Rochester. One more coming for Allie Larkin. For the Rochester Lady Zebras to push this lead to 2. The free throw is short. And the rebound to the Jays. And bringing it up the floor is Korniak. She drives it right against Malco. Picks up her dribble now to Frazier in the center circle. Frazier for North Judson. Sends right wing to Schumacher. Maddie Schumacher loses the ball off her foot. Out of bounds. It's going to go to Rochester.
Again, Alexa Holland sneaking around in from behind and taking a swat at the basketball just enough to disrubble that dribble.
50 seconds gone in the opening quarter. Rochester up 1-0. Malco drives left hard in the paint. Jump off the glass. No good. Rebound tipped around. Cox comes out of there with it for the Lady Jays. Cox middle of the floor. Forced left by Ruff. Swings to the right side to Frazier. Frazier against Holland. Backs it out to the center circle. High on the left side to Maddie Schumacher. Bounce pass to Korniak. Korniak back to Maddie Schumacher. High on the left side. Dribbles this side to Frazier. Frazier one dribble to the near side to Morgan Schumacher. To Maddie Schumacher. Turnaround jumper against Ruff is no good. Rebound tipped around. Ruff comes out of there with it. We're going to have a reach-in foul on Maddie Schumacher, and it's going to stay with Rochester with a minute and a half gone in the first quarter. Rochester 1-0.
Schumacher's second. And one thing about this North Judson team, not only are they young, but they're kind of thin on the bench as well.
Macy Reinbold, a 5'7" freshman, checks into the game for North Judson. And like you say, Brad, with 2 personal fouls, Maddie Schumacher comes out. 1-0 Rochester. Malco, left elbow, gives to Larkin. She drives. 10-footer rolls around and falls through. Allie Larkin has all three points.
Good steal by Morgan Ruff. She turned on the block, sealed her defender off, and left Larkin on the wide open lane.
Judson breaks the Judson breaks the press. Musselman rolls an ankle, and she's going to come out of the game, and Emma Dahlquist will come in. So Judson turns the basketball over on the travel. Rochester going to get it back. Kennedy goes to the bench, and here comes trainer Christina Hughes. Malco drives it right, gets a pick from Ruff on the roll. Nice steal off by Judson. Larkin dribbles the baseline, now pulls it back outside to Holland. Holland left wing, wrap around past to Malco, right elbow. One dribble to Becky, now to Larkin. Allie drives the paint, jump pass down low to Dahlquist, loses it into the hands of North Judson's Cox. And Cox runs for the Lady Jays. 3-0 Rochester. Then the pass tipped away in the corner, saved from going out of bounds, and then does go out of bounds. So much for ankle braces built into those shoes, huh?
You're right.
Judson out of bounds, baseline left. Top the key to Frazier. One dribble to the near side to Korniak. Korniak gets a double team and travels. Another turnover on North Judson, and Judson will use a timeout. It's a 30. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI.
Well, hopefully that's all it is, just a rolled ankle.
Huh?
She's back there running on it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's my fear. She's not very strong, and I'm thinking at any time we're going to blow one of those bad boys out. Yeah. And right now, if she gets hurt, if anybody gets hurt right now, we're screwed. Yeah.
think I'd be looking for a neoprene knee brace if that was the case, just to wear for the rest of this game. But what about?
Good. I'm ready. Stop.
Oh, you're on.
Oh. Welcome back to Rochester High School. After the North Judson timeout, Lady Zebras with the basketball. Malco drives the paint outside of Larkin. 3 left wing. Nope, short. And the rebound to Frazier for North Judson. 5:10 to play in the first quarter, 3-0. Rochester up. Lady Jays of the basketball going to our right. Frazier high on the left side. Reinbold has her pass tipped away, but picked up by Frazier, who backs away across the 10-second line. Now on the right wing to Schumacher. Down low to Korniak, and she puts it in for 2 over Malco.
Well, Musselman was running on the sideline and is back on the bench next to Coach Stasiak, so hopefully...
We got the thumbs up from Randall, too. Yeah. Everything's good. I thought it was the ankle. It was the knee, actually. Holland around the pick. Behind the three-point line. Step back 3 on the way. It's good! 6-2 Rochester. 4.5 to play in the first quarter. Rochester in a full-court press. Korniak going to be
timeout.
Right before the 5-second call. Judson gets a timeout. It'll be a 30. You're listening to Lady Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI. Minutes, 26 seconds to play in the first quarter. Rochester up 6-0, and after North Judson's second timeout, they've got the basketball going to our right. Here comes a half-court trap by the Lady Zebras. Actually, it's a three-quarter court press by Rochester. Reinbold over the top of the defense to Schumacher. Schumacher against a double team. Out to Reinbold. Outside to Korniak. Schumacher, Reinbold, high on the left side to Frazier. 3 for the Lady Jays. Off the back of the rim, no good. The ball being tipped around. Of course, Mo's on the floor, and she is tied up with North Judson. Rochester going to get it back on the defensive board.
Again, Morgan Ruff fighting for the loose ball on the rebound and gets a hold of it, forces the tie-up.
4 minutes to play. First quarter, Rochester by 4. Now go through the center circle for the Lady Zebras. Works high on the right side to Larkin. Alley drives it right hard to the baseline. Pull up Jim, 10 foot off the glass is no good. Ball's being tipped around, and North Judson with the rebound, and Allie Larkin going to get the cheap reach-in foul. Going to be out of bounds, so the Lady Jays going to our right with 3:50 to play in the first quarter.
Her first team first.
Brad Thomas on David Musselman. We're already a little short-handed with Keaton out for the rest of the year with a foot injury.
Yep.
Everybody needs to play now in a bubble. Frazier travels, no call. Down low to Cox. She puts it in for 2. 6-4. Rochester's lead cut to 2 with 3.5 to play in the first quarter. Malco drives it left hard in the paint. Jump pass outside to Holland. X for 3, left wing. Off the back of the iron, no good. Emma Dahlquist tips around, fights for it. Judson comes out of there with a board. Korniak pushes for the Lady Jays to our right, goes all the way to the block, throws up a shot. It's good, and we're tied at 6. 3:12 to play in the first quarter. Kennedy will come back into the game for Rochester. Holland around the defense at the free throw line. Outside to Malco for 3. It's good. One thing that we've done well this year is that 3 has bailed us out of a lot of sticky situations.
Well, when you've got 4 guards on the floor that at any time, any one of them can shoot a 3 at over 30%.
Yeah, right. And Malco jumps the passing lane and tips it out of bounds. And Musselman comes back in. Maddie Shiley comes in for the first time. Dahlquist and Ruff will come out for Rochester. 2:45 to play in the first quarter.
I was just going to say, we've seen Coach Stasiak purposely try and move away from shooting the 3 and try and work down low.
Cox on the block against Musselman. Has her pass tipped away. Fought for it is Schumacher. Schumacher goes up against Larkin and it's in for 2. And Rochester's lead cut to 1 at 9-8. 9-8 Rochester. Larkin lobs it inside to Musselman against a double team. Kennedy kicks it out to Malco. Left wing, now to Holland, top of the key. X drives it to the right elbow, out to Larkin. Larkin around the defense. Her floater is 10 footers, no good. Cox another rebound for North Judson then leads ahead to Corniak. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Judson. It'll go back to Rochester. I like Cox. I like her. She's a freshman, but plays heady. She grabbed the rebound and looked down the floor immediately for the leak out.
Yeah. Well, and that's something that Rochester's had their issue with this year is the transition, getting back on defense.
Shively, 10-footer, no good. Musselman fights for the rebound, taken away by Judson. Now to Corniak. Corniak gives to Reinbold. She travels, no call. The rebound to Holland. Holland pushes for Rochester, up by 1 with a minute 45 to play in the first quarter. Holland around the defense, in the paint, goes to the basket hard, throws up a shot. It's, no good, just falls off, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Frazier picks up her first foul, team third.
Minute 43 to play in the first quarter. Rochester up 9-8. And Alexa Holland at the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Zebras. X eyes the first one, and it's good as it rattles in. Morgan Ruff back into the game. Allie Larkin with 3 points will sit down.
While this is not a conference game, Alexa Holland leads the conference in free throw shooting at 80%.
Yep.
Which is fantastic.
Almost automatic. Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, she hits it. Yeah. Usually
a little jinx.
Full court press by the Rochester Lady Zebras. 11-8 Rochester. 100 seconds to play in the first quarter. Ball tipped, but Cox gets it. She runs to our right on the left side of the floor. Strip from behind. Musselman picks up a loose ball. Gives to Malco. Rochester runs the other way. To our left now. Malco outside to Holland with a minute 32. Out to Malco on the right wing. Becky around the defense to X on the left side. X couple of dribbles, works to the middle of the floor. Out to Malco, 3 from the right side is short. Rebound to Judson. Frazier with the basketball. She'll clues in for the right-handed layup. Blocked by Malco. Rebound fought for. Reinbold through the legs of Cox, out of bounds. It'll go back to Rochester with a minute 10 to play in the first quarter.
Well, Malco did a great job of hustling back. Again, North Judson getting out in front on the transition. And Malco doing a great job of hustling back and getting her fingertips on that bottom of the basketball, flipping it off the backboard.
Minute to play, first quarter, 11-8. Rochester, Shiley gets the loose basketball out to Holland. X around the defense in the paint, behind her back dribble, backs it out behind the three-point line, middle of the floor is 54. Now drives it right. Behind the arc in the right corner, out to the volleyball line to Malco. Becky Malco in the paint, goes to the basket hard, throws up a shot high off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped around, Reinbold comes out of there with it. Reinbold has her basketball tipped out of bounds by Ruff. It'll stay with Rochester. It'll stay with Judson right in front of the Rochester bench. Larkin comes back into the game. Shively to come out with 40.8 to play in the first.
Fortunately, Rochester on their offensive sets are ending up with nobody at the top of the key when the ball is missed. And Judson's getting a number of quick transition fast breaks.
34 seconds. Frazier goes to the left. Looks back door to Corniak. Her jumper's no good. Musselman with another board. Kennedy clears to Larkin with 25. Ahead to Malco with 23. Becky through the center circle with 21. Goes to the right side with 19. Man-to-man defense by Judson with 17. Malco with the basketball as the count starts with 13. Picks up her dribble, gives to Holland now with 10. Hands off to Malco with 9. Becky drifts back towards her right with 6. Left side of the floor with 5. Bounce pass to Holland with 3. X drives with 2. Throws up a shot off the glass with 1. It's good at the buzzer. After 1, Rochester up 13-8. You're listening to Lady Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI. Going to the second quarter at Rochester High School, the Lady Zebras leading 13-8. It wasn't a pretty quarter, but they did win the first quarter, as Coach Stasiak said in the pregame. Let's just win every quarter. 1 down, 3 to go.
Yeah, Holland was 7 in that first quarter, including the acrobatic layup at the end of the quarter.
Korniak bounce pass into Cox. Cox against Musselman. Has her pass tipped away. Ruff steals it away and is fouled on the reach-in by Schumacher. Morgan Schumacher is going to pick up this one. 6 seconds in.
That'll be Schumacher's first, team fourth.
13-8 Rochester. 10 seconds gone in the second quarter. Malco through the center circle. Gets a pick from Musselman. Drives around the pick. Kicks it out to Larkin. 3 right baseline. Good!
Larkin had 3 in the first quarter. She doubles it.
And then Ruff tips the basketball out of bounds and just about took a header into the bleachers and stopped just shy of that. Rochester on defense here, still in a full-court press. Korniak will look to trigger it in front of her bench. Korniak looks to get it in. Over the top of the defense to Cox. Cox travels, dribbles. Reinbold high on the left side. Back to Cox between the rings. Now hands off to Frazier. Frazier against Holland. Frazier near the timeline. Goes to the left side. Crossover dribble. Goes to the right elbow. Crossover dribble now in the middle of the floor. Kicks it out to Cox. 18-footer is no good. Rebound to Malco. Becky rips and runs for the Lady Zebras. Rochester up by 8. Malco middle of the floor. Outside to Holland on the left wing. Holland behind her back dribble. Dribbles behind the three-point line. Now to Malco. In the paint now. Cross court to Larkin. Larkin looks at the 3. Passes it up. Drives. Pull up 10-footer is good. And Rochester up by 10. Boy, I like those 10 to 12-footers.
I do too.
They're all night.
Yep. You can get past that initial defender. It's open at the 10-foot mark.
Rochester a full court press. Cox gets the inbound pass. She gets it across to Frazier. Frazier against Holland. Frazier near the timeline. Now drifts to the Rochester bench. Crossover dribble, middle of the floor. Her pass picked off by Malco. Becky Malco jumps the pass. She'll go in for the layup. It's good and a foul. Malco will go to the line to shoot 1 with 6.5 minutes to play in the first half.
Korniak picks up her first.
And North Judson will use a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Lady Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI. Minutes, 32 seconds to play in the second period. Rochester up 20-8. And after the third North Judson timeout of the game, Rochester's Becky Malco will be at the line shooting 1 free throw to try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Emma Dahlquist back into the game for Rochester. Musselman comes out.
At one time, Rochester in the first quarter had a 9-8 lead. It's now a 10-0 run.
Malco at the line. 4-1.
11-0 run.
The new math.
There you go.
Eyes the free throw, lets it fly, and it's good. 21-8. Full court press for the Lady Zebras. Korniak will look to get it in. Holding. That's got to be 5, and it is.
That's the 9th turnover now by the Lady Blue Jays.
That one forced by the Lady Zebras.
All right.
Good defense. Larkin now underneath her own basket baseline left. Will look to get it in. Allie studies. Still looking to get it in. Does so to Holland on the left wing behind the arc. Now in the corner to Larkin. Allie with the basketball. Around the pick. In the paint. Kicks it out to Malco. Malco drives. Out to Larkin. 3 straight away for the Lady Zebras. Good!
Larkin now with 11.
24-8.
8 in this quarter.
Pass comes into Frazier. Frazier now middle of the floor. Through the center circle. Drifts towards Coach Stasiak. Now to Cox, back to Frazier, just inside the arc. Long jumper short, and the rebound to Malco in the corner. Becky rips and runs for the Lady Zebras. 24-8 Rochester. Becky through the center circle. Bounce pass to Larkin. Drives the paint. Actually, the baseline, cut off by the baseline. Now to Holland. She goes to the basket. Wrap around pass to Ruff. Her layup is good.
And Morgan Ruff gets her first points of the game.
26-8. Bounce pass gets it into Frazier. Frazier runs for the Lady Jays. Now to Cox against Dahlquist. Has a tip away from behind. Larkin picks it up. Cox rips it away. Throws up for a shot. She's fouled on the shot. She'll go to the line to shoot two. No, I beg your pardon. That's Schumacher. Morgan Schumacher will go to the line to shoot two. Allie Larkin just picked up foul number 2, and Maddie Shively will come back in after the first free throw. As will Maddie Schumacher. Free throw by Morgan Schumacher is good. We'll have one more.
That's not the Lady Jays' first points of this second quarter. And yeah, that's 15-0 run.
Yeah. So Schumacher, Morgan Schumacher will have one more free throw. As now Sanchez in the game for the first time for the Lady Jays. Morgan Schumacher hits both, and it's 26-10 Rochester. 5.5 to play in the first half. Through the center circle is Ruff. Mo, crossover dribble, goes hard to the basket, throws up a shot, partially blocked, ball loose on the floor. She and Dimma Dahlquist kind of fighting over it down low, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Rochester. Will go back to the Lady Zebras, who are now again in the full court press.
Don't get beat long.
Yep.
Got two.
Well, we got the speed now in there to not get beat.
We got two Lady Jays deep and nobody back.
Korniak gets it into Sanchez. One dribble. Sanchez over the top of the defense to Maddie Schumacher. Runs away from Dahlquist. Layup is good and a foul. So Maddie Schumacher will go to the line to shoot one free throw as Emma Dahlquist picks up the foul. 5:10 to play in the first half. One free throw coming for the freshman. Eyes it, flies it, no good, in and out. And the rebound is Shively, rips it away from Sanchez, gives to Holland. And Coach Stasiak says, here, let's slow up a little bit, run some clock. We're up by 14 at 26-12. Holland, high on the left side, against Reinbold. Dribbles to the right elbow. Gets it high on the right side to Malco. Becky with the basketball in the corner to Ruff. Mo looks down low, can't find the lane for the entry pass. Kicks it out to Holland. Types the key. In the paint now. Step back jumper. The free throw line is no good. Rebound tipped around. And Shively make that. Becky Malco comes out of there with it, who gives to Holland. Not sure where Becky came from, but she came from nowhere to grab that board.
Again, we got one of those combinations on the floor where, you know, they're not used to the chemistry and they're not used to the personnel.
Mo for three, no good. Shively's the rebound. To Ruff, or to Malco. She's found the shot. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Boy, Maddie's working hard. I like it.
Yeah.
4:20 to play in the first half. Becky Malco back to the line to shoot two for the Lady Zebras. They lead 26-12 here at Rochester High School. Malco, first one. No good off the back of the rim. Bless you.
Thank you.
One more coming for Malco. 5'5" senior for the Lady Zebras. Looking to push this lead back to 15. And she does with a second free throw. 27-12, full court press by Rochester. Korniak pushes up the floor. Gives to a wide open Sanchez. She loses it off her fingertips and out of bounds. And we'll go back to Rochester, where Korniak did a good job breaking that press and just led Sanchez a little
bit too much off the fingertips.
4:10 to play, first half. Really, the only foul situation we've got is Allie Larkin with two.
You're right, yep.
Malco, bounce pass in the corner to Ruff. Out to Holland, three, right wing. Good!
Holland gets her second three of the ball game.
30-12, Rochester. Korniak against Malco. Takes her to the right in front of the Rochester bench, all the way to the baseline. Cut off by the double team. Backs the way in. Shot off the bound of the backboard. Picked up by Malco. Becky, middle of the floor now for Rochester. At the free throw line. Kicks it out to Ruff. Gives to Holland. Left wing three for the Lady Zebras is in and out. No good. And the rebound to Holland. X has her pass tipped away. Ruff right there to pick it up between the circles with 3.5 to play in the first half. Rochester up 30-12. Ruff penetrates out to Holland. Three again. Good again. 33-12, Rochester up. And although they're putting some pressure on it, I think they called off the press. Korniak puts up a shot from the elbow and it goes. 33-14, 3:05 to play in the first half. Malco through the center circle. Frazier will check back in for the Lady Jays in the next opportunity. And the wraparound pass is kicked away by North Judson's defense. And back into the game is Frazier, and Korniak to come out. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. 2:57 to play in the first half. Rochester up 33-14. Holland will look to get it in. Baseline right underneath their own basket. Bounce pass into Ruff. Moe drives it right hard. Outside to Holland. X. Down low to Dahlquist. Turnaround jumper short. Rebound fought for. Morgan Schumacher grabs it but steps out of bounds at the same time. And Rochester going to keep possession as Kennedy will come back into the game with 2:45 to play in the first half. The Lady Zebras up 33-14. And so Musselman in and Dahlquist out.
Shively doing a good job of fighting for the rebound on that one. She didn't get the rebound, but because of her efforts, it backed up the Lady Jays against the baseline.
Shively gets the inbound pass. Oh, Kennedy. And missed the jumper, but Kennedy Musselman's going to be called for the reach-in foul. With 2:42 to play in the first half, the Lady Zebras up 33-14. So we're going to have full court press again by Rochester. Maddie Schumacher will look to trigger it in. Over the top of the defense to Morgan Schumacher. Morgan picks it up, gives it to Maddie Schumacher. Middle of the floor now for North Judson. Crosses the timeline, high on the left side, out of Frazier on the near side. Frazier directs traffic in the center circle. Left wing pass to Maddie Schumacher. Against the double team, over the top, picked off by Malco. Now it's a foot race to the ball. Malco picks it up. Pulls it back outside. Musselman has the ball. Now to Ruff. Right side of Holland. Three, right wing. No good. Rebound tipped around. Musselman has it. Gives to Holland. Holland left wing. Three. No good, but a foul coming on Reinbold. Boy, that looked good from our perspective right there, didn't it, Bradley?
That looked like a 4-point play.
And so Holland will go to the line to shoot 3 free throws with 2:09 to play in the first half. Rochester up 33-14. Man, that was, she shot that right in front of us. We had a great view of that, and I thought that thing was down. Holland, 1 of 3. Yep. Karina Peterson will come in after the second free throw. Second one for X is good again. Peterson in, Musselman out. Cox in, Sanchez out. 2:09 to play the first half, 35-14. And I believe Oregon Davis is in the crowd again.
Yeah, the coaching staff, yep.
Second one is good again for X. She is the hat trick at the free throw line on that trip.
That's her 9th point in this quarter, her 16th for the game.
Reinbold gives to Schumacher. Back to Reinbold against the double team. Crosses the timeline, loses the handle. Picked up by Holland. Ahead to Ruff. Moe, left side of the floor. Stop, pop. No good. And then the rebound knocked out of bounds by Ruff. It'll go back to North Judson. 1:53 to play in the first half.
Well, the little jump stop, left-handed shot rolled all the way around the rim. Just would not fall through.
Full press by Rochester. Schumacher gets it into Frazier. Frazier back to Maddie Schumacher. Ahead to Cox. Cox outruns Peterson to the block. Left-handed layup is good. Can't have that.
Nope, just got drawn in too close and left the runner behind you.
1:40 to play. First half, 36-16. Rochester up. Holland drives it right hard to Ruff. Ruff to her left into paint. Shot no good off the bottom of the rim. She fights for the rebound. It's going to be a tie-up between she and Cox. And it'll stay with Rochester baseline left. Holland, baseline left. Gotta hurry over the top of the defense to Malco. Becky back to Holland, left corner. X, it's all about it. Pass it up. Now on the wing against Frazier. High on the right side to Malco. The 1:15 to play in the first half.
If she can read your number on the front of your jersey, she's got room to shoot.
X with the basketball to the volleyball line. Left wing. Gives on the right side to Ruff with 1:05 to play in the first half. Lady Zebras up by 20 as the second quarter ticks to an end here. Malco, right hard to Holland. X against Frazier, middle of the floor. Left wing pass to Ruff. Moe with 50. Around the defense, kicks it out to Malco with 47. Becky at the volleyball line, gives it to Holland. X near the center circle with 43. Right side pass him, Ruff with 40. Mo with the basketball against Cox. Left elbow in the paint. Kicks it out to Malco, the center circle with 33. Becky drives. She is fouled on the way to the basket by Reinbold. That's going to send Becky to the line for one and the bonus with 31.8 to play in the first half.
And Reinbold will pick up her second foul.
Dahlquist will come back into the game, and Peterson will come out. So Malco with the line to shoot one of the bonus for the Lady Zebras. 36-16. Rochester up here late in the first half. Becky's first free throw. Nope. And the rebound to Reinbold, who gives to Cox. Back to Frazier. 23 seconds. Frazier crosses the timeline with 22. Left side pass to Reinbold. And Ruff knocks the pass away, steps into the passing lane, and knocks it out of bounds with 17 seconds. Judson will try it again. 17 seconds to play first half. Judson basketball. Frazier jogs to the middle of the floor. Now crosses through the center circle with 11. Has her pocket picked by Holland. Holland will float in for the right-handed layup with 6 seconds, with 5 seconds, with 4, with 3, with 2. Judson has her pocket picked by X, and at the buzzer, X couldn't get it to go. But Rochester up by 22 at the break, 38-16. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI.
It shows not.
Our left, some swimming updates from earlier tonight. The girls swam against Mechanical tonight and lost 102-84. The guys lost to Mechanical 123-60. Talking to Laval a little bit. Our swimming team is pretty good, and I said, good heavens, is Mechanical good? And all he did was shake his head emphatically, yes, they are good.
Wow.
Morgan Ruff, 7 seconds in, has picked up a personal foul. It'll be out of bounds for the Jays. Rochester by 22.
Morgan's team first. As far as, Larkin just has the 2, and that's it for the Lady Zebras. For the Lady Blue Jays, Karniak with 2, and Madeline Schumacher with 2, and Reinbold with 2.
Yeah, Maddie Schumacher picked up 2 fouls early in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Half court, the trap works. Turnover. Malco has it. Jump pass or stop outside the rough. Down low to Dahlquist. Emma gives to Holland. Right corner 3 for the Ladies Zebras is off the mark. No good. Rebound tipped around. Ball's still being tipped around. Dahlquist has it, and a reach-in foul coming against Judson.
Becky Malco doing a great job keeping that rebound alive until Dahlquist could get a hold of it. And talk about
Morgan Schumacher.
She just picked up her second.
Ruff gets the inbounds pass in from Holland. Gives it back to Holland, left wing. X with the basketball. Top of the key to Malco. Becky, bounce pass to the left to Holland. X drives it right at the free throw line. Out to Larkin. Larkin is the right elbow. Out to Holland, top of the key. X with the basketball. Kicks it out to Larkin in the right corner. Alley drives the paint. Out to Malco. 3 left wing for Lady Zebras is short. Dahlquist tries to save it from going out of bounds and cannot. And we'll go back to North Judson with a minute gone here in the third quarter.
Dahlquist and Ruff posting up on opposite sides of the lane down low, and the Lady Zebras working the ball from corner to corner, trying to find somebody underneath that was open.
Full court press for North Judson. Maddie Schumacher pushes off and travels.
Yep, double dribbles.
Or double dribbles. 7 minutes to play in the third. Rochester up 38-16. Rochester basketball. Larkin will trigger it in right in front of the Rochester bench. Larkin looks to get it in. Does so to Malcolm near the timeline. Becky drives it hard against the man-to-man defense. And she is smacked in the eye. And the pass is kicked away. The official said, "You all right?" She just walks away. Oh, she is going to have to come out. She got smacked in the eye. Maybe a finger in the eye. She's going to come out. Once again, Christina Hughes will
come down, put her finger in her eye, and see what it looks like.
Larkin out to Ruff. Ruff left side to Holland. X with 18 points in that first half to Larkin, top of the key. At the free throw line, out to Holland. 3 left wing is good.
21 now for Holland.
Full court press by Rochester. Cox against Larkin. Cox picks up her dribble, gets a double team. Wrap around pass down low to Morgan Schumacher. Gets a triple team, throws up a shot, and it goes in. 41-18. Rochester with the basketball in the lead. Larkin on the right wing against the man-to-man defense. Pass down low to Dahlquist. Dahlquist kicks it out to Ruff, top of the key. Mo backs it out and resets to the volleyball line for Rochester on the left side. Drives it right. On the pick and roll, gives to Dahlquist. In the corner to Larkin. Larkin in the paint. Kicks it out to Ruff. 3 in the right wing. Good! Becky Malco says she's good. She'll come back into the next opportunity. Morgan Schumacher gives to Frazier, and she'll walk it through the center circle for North Judson. 44-18 Rochester. Maddie Schumacher to Frazier. Morgan Schumacher then fouled, going to the basket by Dahlquist.
That'll be her second.
And Becky Malco will come back into the game. Malco is going to replace Dahlquist. 5:43 to play in the third, 44-18. Rochester the lead, North Judson with the basketball. Korniak looks to get it in. Bounce pass into Morgan Schumacher. Morgan Schumacher bounces or dribbles away from X. Down low to Maddie Schumacher. And then just had it ripped away from her by Holland. Holland left wing. Slows up. Gets a push in the back. No call. Throws up a shot in the lane and it goes down.
Holland's having herself a ball game tonight.
46-18. Full court press by the Lady Zebras again. Maddie Schumacher loses the basketball, but picks up the loose ball over the top of the defense to Frazier. Frazier with a foot on the line, no good. Ruff with the rebound. Moe loses the handle. Ball loose on the floor. Is going to be tied up, and Rochester going to get it back. 5:08 to play in the third. 46-18 Rochester. Coach Neubauer will go back to his bench and bring in Peyton Janik. Musselman will come back in. She'll replace Morgan Ruff for Rochester. Boy, there's two different kinds of styles. When Kennedy's in, it's got to be a half-court type of offense. When Emma's in, they can run it up and down the floor. You know, she's just not built for that. And so now it's going to have to be a slow-down, half-court type of offense. Larkin around the defense. Now to Holland. Come on. Holland. Bounce pass inside to Musselman. Loses the handle. Picks it up. Goes to the basket. Her shot off the rim. No good. Got to be stronger than that. And then picked up by Korniak. Korniak then has the ball knocked away by X. We'll stay with North Judson on the far side.
Every time the Lady Jays turn a corner or turn her back to Holland, she comes around the opposite side and takes it away from them.
Ball pass inside to Morgan Schumacher and puts it in for two. 46-20. Rochester 4.5 to play in the third. Malco outside to Holland. X for three, right wing. Good! X, another big three for the Lady Zebras.
Holland now with 26 in the ball game.
Morgan Schumacher.
I think that's her season high.
Loses the ball, picks it back up, gives to Frazier in the center circle. Janik, that's a travel, isn't it? And now we're going to have a... Nope.
Larkin knocked it out down.
Yeah, Allie knocked it out. Judson will keep possession in front of the student section. Frazier with the basketball. 4 minutes to play in the third. Rochester up 49-20. Bounce pass to Korniak. Baseline to Cox to Frazier. Layup is good.
Lady Jays with a great backdoor play there. They caught the Lady Zebras all over on the one side of the floor.
49-22. Rochester up with 3:45 to play in the third. Malco kicks it out to Holland left wing. Right side to Larkin. Allie with the basketball. Drives it left, and Janik's going to pick up the foul on the body. And it's going to stay with Rochester right in front of the Rochester bench going to our right. With 3:43 to play in the third quarter. Larkin gets it into Holland. X drives left, loses the ball in the lane, gets it back. Outside to Larkin. Three in the right wing for the Lady Zebras is no good. And the ball being fought for. Justin comes out of there with it. And Frazier will walk it up for the Lady Jays. 3:25 to play in the third quarter. Rochester up 49-22. Ruff will come back in for Musselman in the next opportunity, I'm guessing. Morgan Schumacher over the top of the defense to Frazier. Janik. Down low. Korniak. To Cox. 15-footer left baselines in and out. No good. Rebound fall forward. Musselman comes out of there with it. Now to Holland. Oh, boy. Misses a streaking Maddie Shively down the middle of the floor. Holland, middle of the floor. Bounce pass to the near side to Malco. Malco drives it to the free throw line. Down low to Shively. Jumper is good off the window. Maddie Shively has her first two of the game. It's 51-22.
And again, the advantage of being left-handed.
Right. 2:45 to play in the third. Judson with the ball going to our left. Rochester, are they in a 2-3 zone or is it man-to-man? It's man. Down to Korniak. Her shot over Malco goes in for 2.
I don't think she even looked. She just kind of tucked it up towards the rim, and it went in.
2:25 to play in the third quarter. Rochester at 51-24. Malco, left elbow in the paint. Leaner off the glass is no good, but a foul coming on North Judson. And Malco will go back to the line to shoot 2 shots for Rochester with 2:19 to play in the third quarter.
That's the third on Korniak.
So Malco the line to shoot 2. First one for the senior is short. So have one more. Ruff back in, and X will come out. Maddie Schumacher in, and Janik will come out.
Holland with 26 points in this ball game.
Dahlquist back in, and Larkin will come out.
I would say a half a dozen or more steals.
Yeah. We're going to find that out here in a minute. Malco with one more. Becky eyes it, flies it, buys it. Timeout Rochester at the 30. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI. .19 to play in the third quarter. Rochester at 52-24. Well, we've got the answer. So the question was, how many steals does X have? And the official statistician says 4. I think he's missed 10.
maybe they were deflections.
Yeah, maybe. Frazier, high on the right side to Maddie Schumacher. Baseline to Cox. Over the top of the defense to Maddie Schumacher, now to Frazier. 2:05 to play in the third quarter. Cox within the baseline to Maddie Schumacher on the right wing. Schumacher drives it right inside the three-point line. Wrap-around pass to Morgan. Down low to Cox. Kicks it out to Frazier. Her foot on the line. Long jumper is no good. And Shively with the rebound gives to Ruff. The bounce passes to the near side to Malco with 100 seconds to play in the third quarter. Rochester up 52-24. Right wing, now to Dahlquist at the free throw line. Dahlquist bounce pass to Musselman. Kennedy holds. The lazy bounce pass out to Ruff on the left wing. Ruff, top of the key, near side to Malco. 90 seconds. Malco top to Ruff, and ball stolen by Frazier. Frazier runs to our left with 1:22 to play in the third. Rochester up 52-24. Speed pass inside to Morgan Schumacher. Out to Korniak for 3, no good. Offensive rebound put back by Cox is good.
A great block out by Cox as the freshman.
Minute to play in the third.
Working the fundamentals.
Yep. Well, we said in the JV game, she looks really good. She has nice footwork. She's fundamentally sound.
Had herself in the right position. She made a great block out. Got the ball, put it right back up off the glass.
58 seconds to play in the third. 52-26. Rochester Ruff gets it into Malco. Becky, middle of the floor at the volleyball line between the rings. Gets a pick from Musselman. Drives right hard. Goes to the basket, and she is fouled on the way there. It's going to be out of bounds to Rochester baseline right underneath their own basket with 50.5 to play in the third quarter.
Frazier just picked up her third foul.
Ruff will look to get it in. Baseline right. Mo looking. Bounce pass into Malco. Becky drives the paint hard. Wraparound pass to Dahlquist. Her layup is good. Emma Dahlquist has her first 2 of the game, and it's 54-26, 40 to play in the third. Frazier. Right side. Maddie Schumacher. Over the top of the defense to Korniak. To Frazier on the left wing. 30 seconds. Cox throws it right to Ruff. Mo jumps the passing route and intercepts the pass, and turnover North Judson. Ruff against Frazier, works to the right wing. And she's going to be fouled by Morgan Schumacher. And I believe that's going to be the team 6. The Rochester will shoot 1 in the bonus from here on out. Larkin and Holland will come back into the game. Shively and Dahlquist will come out. .9 to play in the third. Ruff will look to get it in. Bounce pass into Larkin to the right corner. Alley drives the right baseline. Cross to Malco. Becky, top key pass to to Holland. Now to Ruff with 8. Mo with 6. Now little Musselman throws up a shot. No good, but a foul coming on Morgan Schumacher. Way too far under the basket for that even to have a chance to go in. But she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Schumacher will pick up her 4th.
So Musselman at the line for 2 free throws, looking for her first 2 points of the game. I think she's only touched it about 3 times, and that's no fault of her own. I mean, that is all the fault of her. Nobody's fault but her own. Yeah. When you stand straight up in the lane, you expect to get a pass. It's not going to happen.
All right. Well, Lady Jays have been doing a great job of shutting off as much as they can of the paint, double and triple teaming anybody that we're looking for.
She has both free throws.
Whether it's Musselman or Dahlquist or Ruff, they've all been double or triple teamed down low.
Cox loses the basketball, goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by North Judson. Is Mo was thinking about it, but
yeah, I'm not sure if it didn't hit the line before it bounced up.
2.1 to play in the third. Rochester will get the final shot. Holland gets the basketball. 3 in the way is no good. After 3, Rochester up 56-26. You're listening to Ladies Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI. Final quarter we go here at Rochester High School. The Lady Zebras lead 56-26. Alexa Holland has had a huge night for the Lady Zebras.
26 points, 4 steals, and who knows how many deflections and tips.
That's it right there.
Forced turnovers. And
she might be approaching a double-double with deflections and points.
Yeah, you're right.
Rochester starts with the basketball. Yes, that's what I'd like to see. Get in there and get big and sit down. Ruff with the basketball. Out to Malco. Malco in the paint. Kicks it out to Larkin. Larkin back to Malco on the right wing. Feed pass down low. The entry pass is kicked out of bounds by Cox. It'll stay with Rochester. Kennedy doing a much better job trying to sit down and get big down there. I mean, good grief. She's got 7 inches on the...
Try and seal that defender off behind her.
Larkin. Out to Malco. Left side to Holland. Holland, 3, left wing. Nope. Rebound to Cox for Judson. Cox rips and runs for the Lady Jays through the center circle. 30 seconds gone in the final quarter. Frazier, left wing pass. Now to Cox in the left corner. Cox with the basketball. 1 dribble, cross-court pass. Korniak, how does she not travel, and she throws the shot up and it goes in.
Korniak now with 10 for the Lady Jays.
56-28, Rochester. And Ruff through the center circle. Man-to-man defense by North Judson. Maybe not.
I think it is, but I think they're stepping back away from the guards to give themselves a chance.
Larkin drives it in the paint. Cut off by the defense. Out to Holland. Makes it to Malco to Ruff. Over the top of the defense to Larkin. Wide open 3, right wing. Is off the back of the rim. No good. Musselman the weak side rebound. Kicks it out to Ruff. Mo in the paint. Right-handed layup. No good. And the rebound to North Judson, but I believe we're going to have a foul on Morgan Ruff down low.
Frustration over missing the layup. And then she gets called for the foul on the reach.
6:35 to play. 56-28 Rochester. Lady Jays with the basketball going to our left. Rochester in a 1-3-1 zone defense. Frazier top of the key. Right wing pass to Reinbold. Now to Cox between the rings.
Oh, what is that?
Beck hobbled a little bit on that left knee. Maybe not.
I think she just landed kind of funny when she went for the steal.
Brian Bolt at the free throw line. Jumper short. Rebound to Moe. Ruff run. Ruff middle of the floor for Rochester. Now the right wing. Accelerates. Pulls it back outside. Directing traffic from the right side. Now in the corner to Holland. Exits the basketball. A couple of dribbles. Works to the left wing. Now in the paint. Step back. Now to Malcolm between the circles. Right side to Ruff. Moe tries to feed Kennedy inside, and it's kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with Rochester baseline right.
I'll tell you what, Korniak, the junior, and the freshman Cox doing a great job. Not only Korniak guarding the guards, making it difficult for them to look and get a good pass down low, but Cox doing a great job down low on Musselman or Dahlquist, whoever it is that she happens to be guarding.
Larkin gets the inbounds pass in the paint. Pull-up jumper in the lane is good. Allie Larkin with 2 more. And the lead is back to 30 for Rochester with 5:45 to play in the game. Frazier outside right to Korniak. Back to Frazier on the left wing behind the arc. 1-3-1 zone still by the Lady Zebras. To Korniak over the top of the defense to Cox. Cox down low to Sanchez. Sanchez in the paint, loses the handle, but right into the hands of Frazier. Then her pass is taken away by Larkin. Allie with the basketball, gives to Malco. Rochester runs. Rochester going to our right. Goes all the way to the basket. Does Malco. Her shot on the way is no good, but we're going to have a foul on Judson. And Becky will go back to the line to shoot 2 for Rochester. Dahlquist and Shively will come back into the next opportunity for the Lady Zebras.
Korniak picks up her 4th.
58-28 Rochester. 5:18 to play in the game. Malco with 2. First one for the senior. Good. Struggled a little bit tonight from the line.
Yeah, she's probably not as strong a free throw shooter as she'd like to be.
Yep. So Moe and Kennedy comes out of the game.
She's 4 of 8 tonight.
One more for Becky. Eyes the second one. Good again. Very good. 60-28, 5:18 to play in the game. Judson's the basketball. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. Again, our next broadcast will be Friday night. As
Holland just about tipped that ball away.
Anyway, our next broadcast is Friday night as the Rochester guys will host Whitco in a TRC showdown. Around a 7:30 pregame show here on WROI. 4:50 to play in the game, 60-28. Rochester in a 1-3-1. In the corner to Cox. Cox one dribble to her right, picked it up, fires a long 18-footer, and it's good. .435 to play in the game. Rochester the basketball and a 60-30 lead. Malcolm in the corner to Larkin, fakes the 3 inside the 3-point line. Now on the wing, top of the key to Holland at the right elbow, gives to Larkin. She'll fire another 3 for the Lady Zebras. No good. Rebound fall for. Shively hustles for it. Ball loose to the floor. It's still loose. And we're going to have a tie-up for the Lady Jays. And the possession arrow is, yep, you're right, going to North Judson. 4:14 play in the game. What does X have?
26 points.
Reinbold around the defense to Frazier. Back to Reinbold on the left wing. In the corner to Cox. Almost loses the handle. Picks up the loose ball in the corner. Top of the key to Frazier. Under 4 to play. Now we're going to have a North Judson timeout. It'll be a 60. You're listening to Lady Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI. To play in the game. Rochester up 60-30 on their way to a record of 15-0 as we await Whitco on Saturday night at their place.
Big TRC showdown in South Whitley.
Yep.
6th ranked Whitco Wildcats and the number 1 ranked Rochester Lady Zebras for the first of several TRC championships.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Tippecanoe Valley, I think, will have Northfield. Northfield's only got 1 loss in the TRC later this week, so we should know the outcome of that by Saturday.
That's a Thursday night game, I guess.
Yeah. And then, of course, you know, the week following would be Rochester Valley. That'll be a big game as well.
Cox feeds in the lane to Korniak. Her jumper no good. Dahlquist grabs the board and gives to Malco. 3:40 to play in the game. Rochester by 30. Here at Rochester High School. Malco in the paint. Stop. Down low to Shively. Layup is good for Maddie. She's got 4. 3:27 to play. Ruff will come back into the next opportunity. Cox against Dahlquist.
I would guess she's coming in for Holland.
I would think so. Frazier. Reinbold back to Frazier on the right wing. Now in the right corner to Sanchez. Sanchez holds against Shively. Cross-court pass to Cox. Cox drives it hard left. Cut off on the baseline. Out to Reinbold. Reinbold to the right elbow. Out to Frazier. Left side of Reinbold. Now in the left corner to Cox. Cox against Dahlquist. Nice job by Emma Dahlquist cutting off that drive.
They're working against Dahlquist, and that's 3 times now. She's done a great job of shutting that baseline off.
Sanchez, 2:40 to play in the game. Rochester up 62-30. Nice job. Rochester's played defense a long time down here. And Becky Malco just picked up foul number 3. It'll be out of foul number 1?
Yeah, I got her for 1.
Oh. It is her first. Oh. I don't know why I thought she had 2, but I thought she did. But anyway, that's her first. So Becky Malco comes out of the game, and Ruff is back in. 2:40 to play in the ball game. Rochester up 62-30. Oh boy, Cox way down low, wide open, and she puts it in for 2.
She's got 10 now for the Lady Jays.
Ruff through the center circle on the jog. Man-to-man defense. Left side to Larkin. Alley with the basketball to Holland. X against Frazier. Outside to Larkin. Thought about a 3 in the paint. Now to Holland. Right wing 3 for the Lady Zebras is short. And the rebound to Morgan Schumacher. He gives to Frazier. Karina Peterson will come into the next opportunity for Rochester. As will Allie Harsh. Cox against Dahlquist. And her pass is taken away by Shively and
lost out of bounds.
Yeah, lost it out of bounds. It'll go back to Judge will stay with Judson. Holland and Allie Larkin are done. 62-32, Rochester, 2 to play in the game. Patty Schumacher to Frazier. Frazier, lob pass to Reinbold. Fall away jumper in the paint over Harsh is no good. Ruff with the board. Mo. Right side of the floor for Rochester. Switches directions, now at the free throw line, out to Shively. Fans pass inside to Ruff. Ruff stays from going out of bounds, right to Shively. Maddie throws it behind Ruff, and it's going to be last touch actually by Judson. Will stay with Rochester on the far side with 1:37 to play in the game. Ruff will look to get it in, does show to Shively. Maddie one dribble, back to Ruff on the left side. Mo gets the pick from Dahlquist on the pick and roll down to Emma. Layup is off the glass, no good. Emma gets a no rebound, kicks it out to Shively. Split on the line, long jumper is off the back of the rim, no good. Peterson's put back is good. Karina Peterson working hard down low, gets her first 2 of the night at 64-32.
I like the rebounding efforts and getting the ball back up on the rim.
Coming in for the first time tonight in the next dead ball, that's Sierra Weathers, freshman for the Lady Zebras, with under a minute to play in the game. 64-32, down low to Morgan Schumacher. Her baby hook is no good, but a foul coming on Rochester, and that's going to send Morgan Schumacher, the 5'9 junior, to the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Jays, with 53.8 to play in the game. Rochester up 64-32.
Shively's going to pick up her first.
Schumacher's free throw is good. I believe she's a perfect 3 for 3 from the line, isn't she?
Yep.
So Morgan Ruff is done. She's had a good game. And Weathers comes in. So everybody that dressed for this one is in the game. 53.8. Rochester by 30. Weathers tries a hard right on the right wing, backs it out, accelerates around the defense, gets a nice pick from Dahlquist, goes to the baseline and travels. 44.5 to play in the game. Rochester by 30. 40 seconds. Frazier across the timeline with 39. Near side to Reinbold. Baseline to Cox. Cox down low to Morgan Schumacher against the double team. Jumper is no good. A foul coming on Dahlquist. And that's going to send Schumacher, who shoots free throws pretty good, back to the line to shoot two with 32.6 to play in the game.
She hasn't missed yet.
Schumacher's first one is good. One more coming.
What did I tell you about 35 points a game?
Yeah, well, we're right there, aren't we?
We're there. The first 11 out of 14 games, we only had 2 teams score more than 35. And in the last 4 games without Keaton Stasiak, everybody scored more than 35. It is. It's an interesting stat. I don't know if it's going to mean anything as long as you get the W.
Schumacher carries, Weathers carries the basketball. And Judson will get it back with 25.4 to play in the game, with Rochester up 64-36. Rochester going to run their mark to 15-0. Judson now 5-7 after this one ends. Cox takes a long jumper, no good. Ball loose. Frazier picks it up at the free throw line. Gives back to Cox. 18-footer left baseline is no good off the back of the rim. Rebound, fought for hard. Shiley comes out of there with it with 8. Dribbles away from trouble with 5. Across the timeline with 4. Goes all the way to the baseline with 2. Throws up a shot at the buzzer is good. The final at Rochester. Lady Zebras defeat North Judson 66-36. Post-game show coming up next on 92.1 WROI.